Following protocol describes the actions you should take in event of aggressive or violent behavior. Let's go over the policy for harassment and violence. Harassment is defined as any oral, written, graphic, electronic, or physical attention or conduct by an individual or group who knows or ought to reasonably know that such attention or conduct is unwelcome, unwanted, offensive, or intimidating. Physical aggression is defined as any offensive action or attack that results in an individual being compromised. These behaviors can include hitting, punching, slapping, kicking, pushing, pulling, fighting, retaliation, and threats of violence. As a member of RLS, you are only responsible for addressing incidents inside residence. For incidents outside of residence, call campus community police immediately. When you encounter aggression or a physical altercation in residence, it is important that you always keep a safe distance. Never put yourself between two people who are fighting. Instead, try to get their attention in other ways. You can try turning on and off the lights, or banging on the door or raising your voice to get their attention. You can also try talking to the rest of the group. Ask bystanders, who are usually friends, to ask their friends to stop the behavior. Use a combination of these techniques several times within the period of a minute. If you do not feel comfortable completing this step or are unsuccessful in stopping the behavior by getting their attention, call campus community police immediately, then the manager on call. Then follow these steps. Tell others in the vicinity to vacate the area, but collect any personal information before they do for easy follow-up later. Make sure that everyone, as well as yourself, maintains a safe distance from the event. Confirm that CCP is on their way, knows your location, and can access the area. Once CCP and the manager on call arrives, your role becomes crowd control. It is imperative that no one else gets involved and that others stay safe and out of the way. Document the situation promptly using an incident report and mention it in your on-call log. Complete a contact sheet if necessary. Follow up with the students, your on-call partner, and the RLS of that community the following day, but only at the discretion of your manager. If you are successful at stopping the behavior, try to direct the individuals involved to separate areas. If other involved RLS members feel comfortable doing so, one can go with one student and the other RLS member can go with the other. Once they've been separated, do the following. Assess if any medical treatment is necessary. If so, call for assistance, such as FRT. Ask the student if they need anything, perhaps a minute to cool down, a glass of water, to sit down, or go for a walk. Start asking questions. It's important not to jump to conclusions or to make assumptions. Your role is simply to determine what happened. Listen, ask questions, such as, "Are you okay?" or "What happened?" If the student admits to being in the wrong, review expectations and inform the student that you will be documenting the situation. If the student is adamant that they did nothing wrong, let them know that in your role, you are still expected to document the situation. Inform them that your supervisor will want to meet with them regarding the incident to hear their side of the story. Explain that should there be any consequences, it will be at the manager's discretion. Establish an agreement. Let students know that they are expected to refrain from violent behavior. Outline the consequences should the behavior continue, such as campus community police involvement or higher consequences. Inform the students involved that they are not to communicate with each other via any means until they have had the opportunity to meet with the manager. Document the situation and follow up with your manager. Document the situation as an incident report and let your manager know as soon as possible. Leave your manager an email or voicemail. Follow up with the students. It's always important to follow up with the students the following day to ensure that they are okay, feeling safe, need to talk, or have questions or concerns. If you have any questions about how to handle violent or aggressive behavior in residence, be sure to bring it to the On Calls and Protocols training session.